that kingdom, war raged. An evil sorcerer tried to take over the land, but in the course of a critical battle, he lost his powers, and life returned to normal. There were 2 princesses in the kingdom, but so little at the time of war, they were able to quickly settle back into their normal lives. Shortly after peace was restored to the land, the queen gave birth to another princess. The 3 princesses grew together in harmony, with little trouble, until one day, when an unexpected happening set the kingdom in uproar. It all started on an otherwise quiet day, a few days before the eldest princess's birthday.
What is it? You better have a good reason for barging in here like this.
Your Majesty, word has reached us that a foreign prince has come to meet your daughters. Rumors are that he wishes to marry one of them. I came as soon as I heard myself, thinking you'd like to be informed of this meeting.
A prince? Thank you. You shall be rewarded. You may leave. A prince, Margaret? Can you believe it? That one would have the audacity to come here with such little notice.
Calm down, dear. I'm sure he just wanted to meet the princesses whose beauty is spoken of across the land to see for himself if the rumors were true. But he's probably also heard of your wrath and how overprotective you are and didn't want to be rejected before even meeting you.
I suppose you're right. I just don't like the idea of someone coming in here with the intent of taking my daughter away.
It'll happen eventually, like it or not.
I might as well let him come since he's already here.
Come in. Sisters, how can you sit inside on a day like this? Vivian, what are you talking about?
Well, haven't you heard? There's a prince coming, and Father's even considering letting him meet us.
Why are you so excited? It's likely he'll be very dull.
How are you not thrilled? I've never met a prince before.
Oh, Eleanor, don't be a spoilsport. I'm sure this will be fun.
No. What if now Father will let more princes come visit? We might even have a ball!
I don't think the king will be very keen to let more princes come if it excites you like so. And as for a ball, do you even know how to dance?
I can learn, and I'm sure Father's decision will be based just as much on the prince's behaviors and manners as my own, if not more. What do you think, Alyssa?
I'm sure if we behave and let Father understand how much this means to us, then he's bound to let more princes come. Do you think this will stay for dinner tonight?
You don't even know his name, or if you'll even like him. You're just riled up because he's a prince.
A prince we could meet and even marry, who's talking to Father at this very moment. Come in.
Your Highnesses, the king is finished speaking with one prince.
And
The prince shall return tomorrow to meet you all and join the royal family for dinner with his entourage.
yes!
The king wishes that you will be on your best behavior tomorrow and not embarrass him. You must be suitably dressed and use your best manners uniform in his presence. Do not forget your lessons or your place. I'm to inquire you understand these instructions.
Yes.
We understand. All shall be as the king wishes. Good. That is all.
We're gonna meet a prince! I can never thank Father enough. But there was always the chance of return word. I'm so happy.
While Father may do his best to keep potential suitors away for the time being, he doesn't want to scare them off entirely. If word got out that he sent away a prince for no reason at all, then people might suspect that all the tales of our beauty are false. No one would dare come to court us for fear of being sent away and offended.
Oh, Eleanor, you don't need to be so formal all the time. I mean, I know he's the king, but he's also our father. Unless you have any
Any more crazy theories?
Sorry, no theories there.
Well, if that's so, let's go pick out our outfits for tomorrow. Alyssa, come help me.
Yes.
Poor Alyssa, she notices, but she doesn't realize. Well, I should probably choose my dress so I don't have to later. And who knows, maybe even I will like this prince.
Presenting Prince Tyler from the Land of Villages.
It is an honor to have you here today, Prince Tyler. These are my daughters, Eleanor, Alyssa, and Vivian.
It is an honor to meet you, Prince Tyler.
The honor is mine. Go on.
Please be seated and we can dine.
Dinner is served.
Wow, this meal is excellent.
Thank you. So, Prince Tyler, tell us about yourself.
There isn't much to tell, I'm afraid. I grew up in my home with my parents and family, and rather eccentric interest in architecture. I once swore over the greatest structures in the land, and thought surely a place called Castleland would have some amazing structures. And during my research, I came across rumors of princesses with legendary beauty, and decided that if I were to visit the castle, then I could surely meet those inside. Turns out that there are no castles and no princesses. True.
Well, I can't say I approve of your methods in getting here. With such little warning, we couldn't properly prepare.
I am sorry about that. Perhaps next time I'll be able to give more warning.
Next time.
I would like to come again, if I may impose upon your hospitality a second time.
Yes! I mean, of course you would be welcome. Right, Father?
I suppose you could come again sometime. If you will excuse me, I have matters to attend to.
Of course, it was a full meeting you, King Edward.
And you.
So, why don't you three tell me your names again, and something you enjoy?
My name is Eleanor, and I love nature, especially flowers.
I'm Alyssa, and I love riding horses.
Vivian, I love parties. Well, I haven't been very many. They're so fun, especially balls. Well, I haven't been to any balls, but I'd so love to. They sound so exciting. Have you ever been to a ball?
A few. They are rather fun if you like social events. I dare say you will like your first ball so much, you'll make up for the waiting.
Oh, I hope so.
Well, it seems we've all finished eating here. Perhaps we could entertain somewhere other than the dining room.
Of course. Princess Eleanor, you said you like flowers. Perhaps we could take a stroll through the garden. Surely such a fine castle must boast of spectacular grounds.
Yes, we do have some lovely grounds here. A stroll would be nice.
Oh, let's.
I'm afraid you'll have to count me out, as I am rather tired.
Of course, your majesty. Will you be joining us, Alyssa?
Sure.
My son, what news?
Much.
I could use some good news. Tell me.
Today a prince came to visit the princess in the castle. The whole village was talking about it.
Unusual.
What if he could help us?
What do you mean?
He's been inside the castle. He's seen them. This could be our chance.
He is a foreigner. He has no reason to get involved.
That could be true, but I heard that he plans to return in the near future.
Relax, son. I'm not dismissing your plan entirely. I am just saying that we cannot count on his help without having met him.
At the very least, he gets us a way in.
Oh?
He's been inside the castle. Since he had allowed him into the castle, he might allow other princes to come and visit the princesses.
Don't call him that!
Sorry.
Your idea has merit, but this sudden approach will probably have disgruntled the king. If another prince shows up in the same manner, there won't be much to keep him from sending him away under the pretext that he deserves warning.
We could give him some warning. I could make up a story, something like, I was passing through the area, thought I might stop by, if that's okay with you. And he'll feel pressure to let me in, since he let the other one, and he'll be in a better mood, since I want him.
Wait, I and me? You mean you'd go?
I don't see why not. I am on your side, and I don't need much briefing since it was my idea.
It would be so dangerous. Suppose something happened to you. You can't be replaced.
Are you saying others can?
No, but I can't lose you. You're vital to the mission, and you're key operative who comes up with brilliant ideas like this one.
So you're saying it is a good idea?
No! Well, yes, but
Can you give me one good reason why I shouldn't go?
It would worry your mother.
She'd be worried if I stayed 1,000,000 miles away in perfect safety.
You're right. It is a sound plan and logical that you would go, but the father beside me is not convinced.
Maybe counseling with your advisor.
You are my advisors. Very well, we'll consider the plan. This may very well prove to be the opportunity we've been waiting for. Come.
Margaret. Go in. Good. Take a look at this and tell me what you think.
I don't see what's wrong, Edward. This seems perfectly normal.
Don't you see? Some other prince wants to come now. I should have never let the first one come.
I don't see why that's a problem. You want your daughters to marry, don't you?
Well, of course I do. I just don't like the idea of a bunch of princes coming in here poking their noses in our business.
They're not poking their noses in, as you put it, but they simply want to meet the beautiful princesses they've heard so much about. You should have realized this would happen when you made such a big deal about their looks a few years ago.
I suppose you're right. So should I tell this youngster he can come as well?
It really is your decision, Edward, but I say that you should. If you turn him away, you might scare off others in the future, and we don't want that.
All right, Margaret, you win. I just don't like how fast all this is happening.
I'm sure it's nothing, Edward. Good night, dear.
Good night.
Oh, this is so exciting. Another prince is coming already. This is the best day of my life. I thought yesterday was the best day of your life.
No, it's today. Because I have all the excitement from yesterday, mixed with the new excitement from today. And so now, I'm happier now than I was then.
Girls, try to behave and act like the princesses you are.
Of course, Father. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Presenting Prince Stephen from who knows where.
Your Majesty, I must thank you for allowing me access to your your spectacular home today. Long have I heard of your princess's marvelous beauty, and so I must thank your magnanimous majesty for granting me this opportunity to meet you and your magnificent family.
You're very welcome, Prince Stephen. It is an honor to have you here today.
The honor is all mine, Your Majesty.
These are my daughters, Eleanor, Alyssa, and Vivian.
Princesses, your beauty does exceed that of the stories. Truly, I am lucky to meet you.
Thank you, Prince Stephen, but surely it is we who are to be lucky to meet you this fine day.
Well, I'm not so sure about that, but Princess Vivian has lovely hair, and it just suits you well, Princess Alyssa. And I doubt I've ever seen eyes quite as fine as yours, Princess Eleanor.
Why, thank you, Prince Stephen. Please, forgive me for my silence. It is not every day that you meet a prince so handsome as you. You must have caught me unprepared.
It is I who must apologize if my appearance has disconcerted your normally poised manner.
All is forgiven.
So, Prince Stephen, what are your interests?
Always thought I would enjoy a ball, but I regret to say I've never been.
Oh, me too! I've always wanted to, though.
Perhaps one day we'll attend our first ball together.
That would be the best.
What about you, Princess Alyssa? What are your interests?
I love to go riding.
Ah, a noble pastime. You go often?
Every day if I can.
I, too, enjoy a good ride through the countryside on a horse. However, I regret to say I do not get many opportunities to do so.
Perhaps you'd like to go on a ride while you are here in Castleland?
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Speaking of that, how long are you here, Prince Stephen?
A couple of weeks. I'm traveling on vacation, not for business, so I should be able to adjust my schedule as I please. I'm sure I'll have plenty of time to get to know you all while I'm here.
That would be pleasant, but I'm afraid my hobbies are much less engaging than those of my sisters. I enjoy needlework and walking through the gardens.
I'm sure I can find some common interest. And until then, we'll get to tour the lovely grounds, which I'm sure must be spectacular.
Well, I'm glad we all get along, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut this short. Being king isn't just sitting around all day. I have many important meetings to attend to. Perhaps you could come again sometime.
For dinner?
That sounds like a wonderful idea. Thank you, Your Majesty. Though I too must take my leave. I too have things to attend to. I'll see you tonight, Your Majesties. Princesses. See you tonight.
You had to invite me to dinner, Vivian.
I'm sorry, Father. I thought it'd be all right. Please, can he come?
Oh, all right. You know I can't refuse you anything, dearest. Just ask next time, okay?
Of course, Father. Thank you.
Now I really must be going. See you all later.
Two princes in just as many days. I think I am perfectly happy.
For once, you're right. I can't wait. Why don't you get ready for dinner?
It's still morning.
Doesn't matter. Let's go.
Eleanor, are you coming?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the best day of my life. I know I said this earlier, but I really, truly mean it. I'm perfectly happy.
For once, I agree. Today has been amazing. Don't you think, Eleanor?
Sorry. What was that?
Are you even listening?
Yes, I just have a lot on my mind.
Like Prince Stephen.
What? What do you mean?
Oh, come on. Even I noticed that he keeps glancing at you.
So, are you going to walk in gardens with him? He said he likes magnolia trees.
What? No, he was just being polite and making conversation.
Uh-huh. Sure. Anyways, the day after tomorrow, him and I are going riding. He's going to meet
romp and sneak into it with him.
Vivian, I don't think we've ever had a ball or even a party like that here. How do you know what they are like?
I've heard stories, wonder stories of princesses falling in love as they dance in the arms of a handsome prince.
You do know that those are made up, correct?
Well, they have to be at least similar to inspire such stories.
Sure. I'm tired and I'm going to bed. So keep it down, all right?
Okay.
Well, this seems familiar. What is it this time?
The princess is missing? Yeah.
What do you mean she's missing?
Well, when I went to check the room, the other one was there, and the other princess is in her room, but she wasn't.
Did you check her room?
That is her room.
Wait. Which princess is missing?
Princess Eleanor?
Where has she got to?
Well, if we knew that, then she wouldn't be missing, and would she, Your Majesty?
How long has she been gone? When was she last seen?
She went to her room last night and hasn't been seen since.
So she could have been gone this entire time.
Yeah.
Send a team to search the grounds at once. Even if she's been gone the entire time, she can only be so far.
You don't suppose she could have been kidnapped, do you?
The bedroom window is open, but that'd be a long time for any abductor both ways. And we know the guards were on duty all last night. The other princesses were also sleeping, so an intruder would have woke them.
Send a team to search the grounds. If there are any traps, follow them. Do everything in your power to find her. Now go!
Yes, sir.
Tia, why are you so worried?
Hush, Margaret. It is exactly what you are about to say that I am worried. Who knows where she could be and what trouble you cause us. She could be a threat, and we cannot forget that.
What do you...
Let's talk about this somewhere more private, where there are less chance of listening ears.
I'm really sorry, Alyssa. I know how close you two are.
It's just, I don't know where she could have gone. When I think of what could have happened to her,
There, no need to cry. I'm sure they'll find her and she won't be in any danger. What?
I want to believe that, but if she's not in any danger, then she must have run off. And I don't know why she would do that.
I should go. I'll go see if there's any news, okay?
Okay, thank you. Eleanor!
Glad to see you remember my name, Alyssa.
Well, what are you doing here?
What do you mean?
You were missing. The whole castle is looking for you.
They are?
Why? Because you went missing.
So, that's why there were so many people in the garden?
The garden?
Wait, so you're telling me that the king sent people to look for me?
Yes. Why would he do that? Because he's your father and he loves you.
Alyssa, there's something I have is not the real king, and he's not our true father.
Eleanor, what are you talking about?
It'll be easier if I just show you. Come with me.
Wait, where did you come from? The window? Eleanor, you don't expect me to.
I can, and I do. Hope you're good at climbing.
Eleanor, I can't do this.
Yes, you can. I will be right here with you. Look, I even brought you a rope. Let's go. Father, I'm back, and I brought someone I think you should meet.
Eleanor, is this Alyssa?
Who's this?
Alyssa, this is our real father and the true King Edward.
You've grown so much.
Father?
Oh, how I missed you.
Wait, if you're my real father, then who's back at the castle right now?
An imposter.
Well, then, why is he there and why are you here? Why did you just let him impersonate you?
I didn't let him. There is much to explain. You better sit down. Margaret, you better come in here. We have a visitor.
Creepy.
Yes, Margaret, it's really her.
Oh, Alyssa! You're even more beautiful than I ever imagined.
Prince Stephen? What are you doing here?
Haven't you figured it out yet, sis?
Wait, you are my brother?
Imagine my surprise when I see him walk into the throne room yesterday. I had no idea what he was doing there, and I struggled to keep my composure. In the end, I'm not sure that I fully succeeded.
Yes, I could tell you were surprised, but you did a nice job of covering it up. You only came across as socially awkward.
Stephen!
How did an imposter even get in the castle anyway?
Maybe we should start at the beginning.
Wait, who's this? This is your little sister, Melody.
Hi, I'm Alyssa. I know, they were all excited for you to come.
Were you?
Yes, but I was afraid you might not be nice. Now I know you are. I understand it too.
Wait,
Who is this? This is Rilla, my handmaid. She's always helping.
It's a pleasure meeting you, Princess. Likewise.
Do you remember the story of how a few years ago an evil sorcerer came to battle the king?
yes. Didn't the king win and take away the sorcerer's powers?
That is the story that has been widely spread and publicized these past years, but it is not actually what happened. The sorcerer entered the palace and surrounded the princesses with his evil henchmen, which he conjured out of the air. They were heavily armed and skilled in battle, so it was impossible to capture them. The sorcerer told the king that he had to surrender or watch his daughters die. So the king agreed to step down if the sorcerer did them no harm. But he refused to release them and a battle broke out. The king and queen were driven out of the castle pursued by soldiers. They managed to shake off the soldiers and escape the city, but the sorcerer cast a spell to keep them out of the city so they could never return to rescue their daughters or reclaim their throne. The sorcerer used his magic to disguise himself as a real king and his wife as the true queen. He told the story of his defeat, claiming he has lost his powers, pretended to be the real king to tell a tale of victory. Then he placed his magic inside of a talisman so that he would not accidentally use it and give himself away. The princesses remained his unaware prisoners, and he raised them as his own. figuring, should I ever return, he could use them to validate the claim that he was the king. But, unknown to him, the eldest of the two daughters remembered the battle and knew that she was not the true king nor her father. Using my network of supporters in the village, I managed to reach out and be reunited with her. Eleanor, why don't you take it from here?
Okay.
Wait, you said 2 sisters.
Alyssa, Vivian isn't our real sister. She's the imposter's true daughter. Have you ever noticed how he seemed to favor her more than us?
Not really, but continue.
Alright, where were we? Oh, right, I met up with you all again. So, one day I was walking in the village and this little kid came up to me and said, "Princess, follow me!" And so I did, because I was little and listened to people without thinking about it too much. He brought me here where I was reunited with our mother and father. They told me that I had to stay in the castle in order to keep you safe. This was after I had tried to tell you that something was wrong the first time, but you didn't believe. They told me not to try to convince you again, or it would cause a stir, and you would be safer if you were dismissed by the sorcerers unaware of the whole thing. Every once in a while, I snuck out to visit. Around the time that Vivian was born, they had seeded, and more recently, little Miss Melody. They haven't been able to take much action, mostly from not being able to enter the city. What's changed that made you decide to come out to the open, Stephen?
Well, I suppose it's my turn to tell you the story. It started about 2 days ago, I think. Well, it seems so much longer. Anyway, I was walking through the village and heard some people talking about how the prince had came and visited the princesses. And I thought, well, if he can do it, why can't I? So, I came back here, and I told Father my plan. And he agreed it was worth a try. So, I sent the king, sorry, the imposter, a letter, and asked if I might come and visit. He said yes, which was the most surprising part. And I showed up as Prince Stephen, who knows where.
Yeah, I noticed that. Who knows where? Did you come up with that yourself?
I did, actually. Anyway, we all heard or were present at that meeting. Afterwards, I went and found the foreign prince who came the day before and asked him to help us. I told him our situation and brought him back here to Father, and he agreed that he would help, if he could. After that, I had to go to dinner with you all, as Princess Vivian so kindly invited me to do. I slipped Eleanor a secret letter and told her to meet me in the garden under the magnolia tree in the garden. She snuck out and met me there that night, where I told her that you should come and meet us all. And here you are.
Oh, so that's what all that was about. Vivian and I thought that, well,
Thought what?
you liked her.
That must have been a fun conversation, wasn't it?
Not really. I'm paid by the bit. Then I left. Did you really get Prince Tyler on your side?
Yes, he was eager to help even.
But what did you need his help for?
We'll let him tell you that. Tyler, you can come out here now.
Wait, Prince Tyler is here too?
Our circle of allies is ever expanding.
Tyler, why didn't you tell them how you will be helping us?
Of course, Your Majesty. Well, the sorcerer puts magic into a talisman, right? We figure that if we can find this talisman, we can use it to undo the magic that's keeping the king and queen out of the city. The problem is, of course, getting into the castle, for, as we've seen, the imposter does not like unexpected visitors. But that's where I am. No one can climb quite like Princess Eleanor. Do you remember when I mentioned my extensive interest in architecture? Well, during my research in preparation for my trip, I came across some schematics of the building that were quite old, and upon further scrutiny, I found several entrances and exits of the building that were more hidden and less well-known than normal ones.
So, like, secret passageways?
That's exactly what I mean. And my theory is that we can use these secret entrances
but the majority of the people will be searching the area outside the castle for Princess Eleanor, who disappeared in the night.
So, who's up for the challenge?
I, for one, love every opportunity to be included, so count me in. And I believe Tyler has already agreed to help us.
And I will do anything I can to restore our lives to the way they should have been.
And you are not leaving me out anymore.
Well, I guess that's everybody.
Catie, I want to help. You can stay and make a visit with me for after.
Mine.
Rilla, would you be so kind as to find a quick recipe, please?
Yes, my lady.
Let's go formalize a plan.
It is an ancient magic used long ago when sorcerers were more common and less evil. It was simple for one to create an infinite light source in an enclosed area.
Speaking of, want to remind me what we're looking for again? Any ideas on what the talisman might be?
Well, if you were here for that part of the meeting, you know what we're looking for.
Yeah, but it was getting kind of long and boring, and I really wanted to find out what type of cookies Melody was making.
And did you find out?
No, but do tell me what you discussed.
Alright. Our best guess is that the sorcerer wanted to keep the talisman safe and away from himself so that he wasn't tempted to use it, but still near enough that he could use it in a pinch. We figured that he could give it to a family member or someone who could trust. Obviously, that's not me or Alyssa, and it's also probably not the queen, because she's still around him quite often.
So, that leaves Vivian.
Exactly. But, as previously mentioned, the king favors her more than us, so he's given her a lot of gifts over the years. Ancient legends say that talismans are usually made of a jewel or a precious metal and are always pleasant to look at. We figured that it could be a necklace. There's one that Vivian seems to wear more often than the rest, and she wears it, and whenever she wears it, he looks at her strangely.
So, that's probably the one?
For the record, I had no idea any of this was going on.
Are you sure you want that on the record?
Yeah, right.
I have no clue what record you two are talking about or how it applies to this situation. Eleanor, why don't you give your brother the main point here?
Okay. The problem is I don't know where she keeps it. She could be wearing it right now, and we'd have to find her. Or she could keep it with the rest of her jewelry, and it would take a long time to sort through. Or she might not even have it, and the king can keep it somewhere else entirely.
Okay, so pretty serious about... I still don't regret trying to find out what type of cookies are in our future. I know for sure I saw chips of chocolate on the counter, but could have been a decoy.
That is great and all, but we should probably be quiet now because... Yeah.
Wow,
know, I'm pretty sure it's Eleanor. She's the one who went missing, remember?
Oh, Eleanor, are you safe?
Wait, Eleanor? What are you doing here?
What do you mean?
Nobody can find you. Everyone's out looking for you.
They are? I've been with Alyssa.
I was looking for her too. You weren't in your room, so I went to see if you were in here.
Why were you looking for me?
Father wanted me to tell you that there's no sign of Eleanor yet, and we're doing the best we can. Maybe I should tell him she's not missing anymore?
Vivian, there's something I have to tell you. The person on the throne isn't who he is. He's an imposter.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Yes, he drove out the true king and queen using his magic.
Here.
He put his magic in a magic talisman to lock it away, and we need to find said talisman to stop him.
Can I help?
I mean, there's probably some way that you can. No, that is a very pretty necklace. May I see it? This is it. This is the talisman. I can feel its power.
You should use it to make a giant pile of maggots appear right now.
Stephen, we're not going to be doing that.
Wait, and Stephen. Prince Tyler. What are you doing here?
We're here to help reclaim the throne. You'll understand.
We should go. We need to go to the throne room so that we can break the key curse and restore the true king to the throne.
So, how do we undo the spell?
I think Alyssa has to be the one to do it.
Why me?
Yeah, why her? I mean, it is my necklace.
Well, Alyssa's the one that has had to really come to terms with the fact that she wasn't raised by her true family, and that her family is who they say they are. She will have to be the one to allow the true king back into the castle and into her life.
Are you sure?
I think so. I mean, Stephen's too young. Tyler's not related to us. It doesn't affect Vivian in the same way, and I've known my whole life. It must be you.
Okay, I'll try.
It's hot!
Does that mean it worked?
I don't know, but
I think you should want
My amulet! Someone's used it! Vivian, what are you doing here?
Father, is it true you're not really the king?
How did you know?
So it is true?
and you've been lying to us this entire time.
I wanted power, and my secret shall die with you. Gods, I believe the princesses are guilty of treason. Punish them accordingly.
Father, please don't do this.
You need for it, dear. My quarrel is not with you.
Wait, why are there two King Edwards?
I don't know, they look the same.
Daughters! Why did you remove this imposter's mask for him?
Talisman, I command you to reveal every person in this room as they truly are, and strip them of their disguises.
Vivian, how could you?
So, this means the one who has been ordering us around all this time is an imposter.
That means that is the true King Edward.
All hail King Edward of Castleland!
Guards! This man is an imposter! He cast me out and has since kept me out using magic. This is treason, is it not? Subdue him!
You'll pay for this!
No, Brian, you'll pay in the dungeon for taking my daughters away from me.
So, did we win?
Yes, son, we won.
You. Daddy, I
I am not actually your father. You truly are his daughter.
Adopt me?
You belong with your own family.
Doesn't mean you're gonna throw me in the dungeon, are you?
No, of course not. You had no idea of any of this until the end. And when you did, you helped us. I dare say you will be rewarded.
Yes, not a princess anymore though, huh?
I'm afraid not, Maid.
Actually, you could be.
What do you mean?
Well, I've only known you for 2 days, and you're the only princess I've ever known who isn't my sister, but I really do think you're, well, amazing. I really do think you're just pretty, like I said when I first met you.
Sir.
You're rambling. Say,
Vivian, will you marry me?
That's my boy.
me?
Ever since I first saw you, I thought you were the most beautiful woman I had ever seen. And I ask again, will you marry me?
Yes! This is the happiest day of my life.
Let me guess. This is actually the happiest day of your life, and the other two do not count.
You guessed right.
I know.
Well, I guess this calls for a celebration. How about a ball? Tomorrow night!
I told you we were going to our first ball together. Hey, Alyssa, you still want to go wedding tomorrow, sis?
Sure. There you guys are. How many gave us a slip on the way to the kitchen? I found you all. I brought cookies.
Yes.
Would you like a cookie?
I'm the bad guy here.
What would you like a cookie?
I don't think you'll...
Would you like a cookie?
I don't think you can say no, do ya?
Yes, I'll take a cookie.
Once you finish with your cookies, why didn't you take these two out of here?
Yes, sir.
As for us, we've got a party to plan.
Presenting True King Edward, True Queen Margaret, and their daughter Melody. Announcing Princess Alyssa. Announcing Princess Eleanor. Announcing Prince Stephen and his betrothed, Princess Vivian. Announcing Prince Tyler.
Let the ball begin!
Let the music begin.
Of course.
Alyssa, spin me around super fast.
Certainly, Prince Tyler.
Princess, there's something I can ask.
Yes.
Well, I've always thought that a structure has to be the best complement by the balance around you. What do you agree?
Yes, although I've never thought of that before.
When I agreed to help your father reclaim his kingdom, I had ulterior motives.
Oh?
I believed the chance to see you again. The moment I first saw you, captured my heart. Princess Eleanor, you really want to become my wife?
Yes, if you truly want me.
Of course. Then let us tell your father that soon he will have to go to a wedding.
My people, I am pleased to announce the union between our own Castleland and the land of villages. I have just learned that my daughter is betrothed to their prince. Let us move together in harmony.
And so, the people of Castleland rejoice over the betrothal of two of the king's children, and the return of the true king to the land. Though it must be said that many people were confused about the whole thing, never realizing there had been an imposter. But they were happy anyway, and they all lived happily ever after. The end.